Good morning, children. This is Vedagopal sir for Little Hearts Publications with Social Studies Book 4, Lesson 5, The Coastal Plains and the Islands. In the previous lesson, we talked about the plateau region. We are discussing now the different physical regions or physical features of our country, of which the fifth lesson also is a part. Another physical feature of our country, coastal plains and islands. Coastal plains are the plain regions which are located along the coasts. What is the meaning of a coast? Generally we call a sea coast. The area or the land region just beside a sea, it is called a coast. And the plain area along a coast is called a coastal plain. In the same way, island is a piece of land surrounded by water on all its four sides. Okay, children? See, we have two groups of islands, one in the Bay of Bengal and the other one is on in the Arabian Sea. See, this is western region, this is eastern region, this is northern region and this is southern region. A map always shows these directions only. The top of the map is always north, the bottom is the south, to the left side of the map it is west, to the right side it is east. The coastal plains are, you can see, the southern part of our country is triangular in shape. You see, it looks like a triangle. Triangle means having three angles. The southern part, this is the southern part of the country. The southern part of our country is triangular in shape. This part is bordered by the Bay of Bengal in the east, the Arabian Sea on the west. See, this southern part of India, which is triangular in shape, has the Bay of Bengal on its eastern side and the Arabian Sea on the west. And the Indian Ocean on the southern, on the south, in the south direction we have Indian Ocean, one of the five oceans that we have. The water mass on the earth is divided into five oceans and one of the oceans is the Indian Ocean. Such a land area surrounded by water on its three sides. See, this area, this southern part of India is surrounded by water on three sides. On the left side means western side we have Arabian Sea, on the eastern side this Bay of Bengal and southern side Indian Ocean. These three sides of this triangular shaped India or southern part of India is surrounded by water. This is called peninsula, a piece of land surrounded by water on its three sides, this side, this side, this side. There are three sides, eastern side, western side and southern side. These three sides, this area or piece of land is surrounded by water. This is called peninsula. So, the southern part of India is also known as peninsular India. Okay, children? Because this is in triangular shape surrounded by water on its three sides, it is called peninsular India. India has a long stretch of coastline. It starts from the Gulf of Kutch in the west. Gulf of Kutch in the west. Gulf of Kutch is here in Gujarat. Indian coastline extends from the Gulf of Kutch in the west to Kanyakumari in the south. Kanyakumari is here. Here the Gulf of Kutch. From the Gulf of Kutch to Kanyakumari, in the south along the Arabian Sea. This coast extends from Gulf of Kutch to Kanyakumari along the Arabian Sea. You can see that here. In the same way, on the other side, on the eastern side, the coastal plain extends from Kanyakumari to West Bengal along the Bay of Bengal. See, here West Bengal, one of the states in the northeastern side or eastern side of the country, almost northeastern side, that extends from Kanyakumari till West Bengal along the Bay of Bengal. So this region which extends, this coastal line which extends from Gulf of Kutch to Kanyakumari in the south is known as Malabar coast, and the coastline which extends from the Kanyakumari in the south to West Bengal in the north is known as Coromandel coast. Along the Bay of Bengal this is, and this is along the Arabian Sea. There is a narrow strip of plain land all along the coast. This is called the coastal plain. A narrow strip of plain along the coast. This is called coastal plain. The Deccan Plateau divides the western coastal plain from the eastern coastal plain. See, this is the western coastal plain, this is the eastern coastal plain. The Deccan Plateau divides the eastern coastal plain from the western coastal plain. The western and eastern coastal plains meet at Kanyakumari. The western and eastern coastal lines meet at Kanyakumari, southernmost tip of India. You can see Kanyakumari is famous for its Vivekananda Rock Memorial. Not only that, people in thousands every day throng to the Indian Ocean at Kanyakumari or Arabian Sea at Kanyakumari to see the wonderful sight of sunset. Sunset is so wonderful there. You can clearly see as if the sun is going into the water or sinking into the waters of the sea directly. This is a very beautiful place, and another important visiting place in that area in Kanyakumari is the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. You can see that there in the picture in page number 30. The western coastal plain stretches from, I already told you, western coastal plain stretches from the mouth of river Tapi near the Gulf of Kutch. From here, the western coastal plain extends up to Kanyakumari. Western coastal plain along the Arabian Sea. It starts from the mouth of river Tapi. The western coastal plain starts from the river Tapi. It is the widest in the state of Gujarat and the Gulf of Kambhat. Very wide at the coast of Gujarat and the Gulf of Kambhat. It is called the Konkan region. This is called Konkan region. You can see there in the map also, children. Konkan region. Or this is also called Konkan coast. And its southern part of up to Kanyakumari is called the Malabar region. The southern part up to Kanyakumari is called Malabar region, Malabar coast. You can see that there Malabar coast here, Konkan region. From west to here up to here it is Konkan region. From there it is Malabar coast till Kanyakumari. The Malabar coast is famous for its backwaters and lagoons. What do you mean by backwater? Backwaters is a part of a river away from the main part where the water only moves slowly. A main part of the river which stays back because of it is surrounded by some rocks, or a part of a river away from the main part where the water moves very slowly. They are called backwaters. And what do you mean by a lagoon? A lagoon is a saltwater lake which has been cut off from the main sea. When a small lake is formed by the waters of the sea away from or which is separated from the main sea, that saltwater region is called a saltwater lake, that is called a lagoon. A lagoon is a saltwater lake which has been cut off from the main sea. The eastern coastal plain lies between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal. Between the Eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal, this is Eastern coastal plain. It extends from the southern tip to West Bengal in the north. From the southern tip to West Bengal in the north, it is broader than the western coastal plain. Whereas this western coastal plain is narrow, the eastern coastal plain is broad. Broad means it is wide compared to the western coastal plain. The eastern coastal plain is divided into two parts. These are just like the western coastal plain is divided into two parts, Konkan coast, Malabar coast. Eastern coastal plain is also divided into two parts. The northern part is called Northern Sarkars and the southern part is known as Coromandel coast. You can see that Coromandel coast. The southern part of the eastern coastal plain is called Coromandel coast. The northern part of the eastern coastal plain is called Northern Sarkars. The Mahanadi, the Krishna and the Godavari are the rivers which have their deltas along the eastern coastal plain. What are the important rivers which form a delta along the eastern coastal plains? The Mahanadi, the Krishna and the Godavari. They have their deltas along the eastern coastal plains. What is a delta? A delta is the mouth of a river where the main stream gets divided into many branches. Delta is a mouth of a river, at the beginning of a river, at which the river gets divided into different branches. The Mahanadi, the Krishna and the Godavari are the rivers which have their deltas along the eastern coastal plain. A delta is the mouth of a river where the main stream or gets divided into different branches. These delta regions are very fertile lands. These deltas, Krishna delta or Godavari delta or Mahanadi delta, are very fertile lands and are known as the rice bowl of India. These deltas, Mahanadi, Krishna and Godavari, which form deltas, they are very fertile lands where a lot of amount of rice is grown, paddy is grown. That is why these are popularly known as rice bowl of India. Okay, children. Tobacco, sugarcane and cotton are the other crops grown here. Of course, not only paddy or rice, other crops also can be grown in these delta regions. What are those crops? Tobacco, which is used in making cigarettes or cigars, sugarcane, you know that, and cotton, from which we make cotton clothes. Okay, children, this is all about coastal plains. Now let us go to the islands. As I told you, island is a piece of land surrounded by water on all the sides, all the four sides. That's called an island. Island is a piece of land surrounded by water on all its sides. There are two main groups of islands in our country. In our coast of India, there are two main groups of islands. They are the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Here, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and the Lakshadweep Islands on the western side of the map. You can see that there. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are located in the Bay of Bengal, whereas the Lakshadweep Islands are situated in the Arabian Sea. The Andaman and the Nicobar Islands are a group of 300 small islands. See, there are 300 small islands in these Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Port Blair is the capital of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. What is the capital city of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, children? Port Blair. The surface of land here is hilly because it is hilly region. The surface is hilly region and all the four sides there is water only. Only a few of the 300 islands are inhabited by people. Means inhabited means just to live in a particular place. Means not all the 300 islands in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are occupied by the people. A very few islands out of the 300 islands, there are people. Remaining islands, just they are empty. Nobody lives there. Not. The climate here, how is the climate in island region? Is moist and warm during the daytime and pleasant in the evenings. There is a lot of moisture and so it is warm because it is surrounded by water. Islands are surrounded by water on all the four sides. The climate here is moist and warm during the daytime, and evening it's very pleasant because pleasant winds start blowing from the sea waters. The land here is very fertile, of course, because it is located among the waters. It's a very fertile land. Rubber, coconut, tobacco, coffee and cashew nut are grown in abundance here. Abundance means in large quantities. What are the important crops grown in these islands, children? Rubber, coconut, tobacco, coffee and of course cashew nut, jeed pappu, are grown in abundance here. Lemon, mango, orange, banana and pineapple are the important fruits grown in these islands. Along with these crops, some varieties of fruits are also grown in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. They are lemon, mango, orange, banana and pineapple. The famous cellular jail is located in the city of Port Blair. Cellular jail was built between the years 1896 and 1906. When India was under British rule, the British built it. And the British used to send the freedom fighters to these islands to imprison them. So, that is famously known as Cellular Jail. It is located in the city of Port Blair. During the British rule, these islands were known as Kalapani. What is the other name of the Cellular Jail? Kalapani. During the freedom struggle, many freedom fighters were lodged in the Cellular Jail. Because they are away from the mainland, they were located in the middle of the sea, and the total islands are surrounded by water, sea water. During the freedom struggle, the freedom fighters were used to be sent there and kept there in the jail, Cellular Jail, which is also called Kalapani. The Lakshadweep Islands are a group of 36 small islands located in the Arabian Sea. Here, Lakshadweep Islands. Here we see Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The Lakshadweep Islands are just 36, whereas Andaman and Nicobar Islands, there are 300 islands. Here there are only 36 islands. These are called Lakshadweep Islands. The capital city of Lakshadweep is Kavaratti. These are located in the Arabian Sea. These islands are very close to the mainland near the Malabar coast. Very near to the Malabar coast. You can see that there in the map. Most of these islands are flat, but only a few of them are inhabited by people. Of course, most of these islands are very flat, not hilly region like the islands there in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Here the islands are flat, but very few islands are occupied by the people, are inhabited by the people. Kavaratti is the capital city of these islands. Lakshadweep Islands, the capital city is Kavaratti. Okay, children. With that, we come to the end of the lesson. Okay, children, the key for the questions and other exercises will be sent to you through WhatsApp. Thank you.